Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Tales of Arise. I almost said something else because I had something else in my mind, but I'm married now, and I have left myself on a 2-week cliffhanger with this fight with Almedria, and I probably no longer know how to play the game. So I'm a bit scared. Let's go to... Did we have something to check on in the owl forest, actually? I promise I'm not trying to, stall. Although I do think I want to go hop into one fight before we continue. Just so I can remind myself how to play the game. So I don't walk into the boss fight and get my ass handed to me. Hello. There's your little flip and your flap. Well, you're already almost done now. I won't skip you. There you go. Alphin's little expression like, what the hell? Crimson hairpin. Crimson hairpin shaped like a butterfly that spruces up the wearer's look with a pleasant flower near their face. When paired with Rinwell's black hair, it shines like a star in the night sky. And a butterfly that pairs well with mellow, subdued outfits.
Looks like we got another reward.
I didn't realize that so many still remained. Dahnan owls truly are majestic indeed.
I thought the Dahnan owls had all but died out myself. That's what I get for making assumptions.
Just so we're clear, this place is supposed to be a secret.
Yes, I'm aware. Places like these should be kept out of the public eye.
It's a pity, though. With proper training, they could be made into a magnificent chorus.
What are they hooting about now?
Alphin and Xion can interpret for us, right?
Huh? Oh, no, I mean, it was just a lucky guess last time.
Yeah? Maybe you'll be lucky twice. Go on, give it a shot.
Really? Well, if you say so. Let's see. Listen to them. Are they really up to the task?
What do you mean? You're the one who put them in charge.
It's my responsibility to protect our friends.
Stop trying to take everything upon yourself.
This is what the owls are saying?
Of course.
I must say, though, we've found quite a number of owls. It's a testament to how much you care for Hootle, Rinwell.
I wonder which branch Hootle will perch on.
Rinwell?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Well, come on. The perches are only half filled. We've got to find the rest of the owls.
Half. Doesn't it unlock something for Rinwell? No? I thought it did. Or was it 80% of owls? I think it was 80% of owls, actually. Items collected 50%. 80% of owls. Okay. Meals cooked ice cream. Wait. I need to do that. Also, yeah, there's been a lot of comments that I've received over the course of this, and one of them was that there's, I should be cooking more new dishes, because there's quite a few things that are associated with, like you get various skits for doing, certain meals with certain characters and such. But I don't want to do any of that yet. Like I said, I want to go get in the battle.
We've reached our destination.
And I want to go take care of this thing that was happening over here. Did I get that treasure chest? I can't tell. Wait, what? Oh, wrong way. Jeez. See? Look, I don't even know how to play video games anymore, much less Tales of Arise. Alright, so yeah, I already got that treasure chest. Alright, let's just run out here really quickly. I don't even know why I teleported here, in fact. I should have just teleported to, like, Aden Lake. And, let's just go get into a quick battle so I can refresh myself on the controls really quickly. And,
We've reached our destination.
Then we'll be good. You know what? These guys are kind of difficult. Why don't we just go ahead and throw myself right into this?
That's far enough!
Alright. No, you don't, whatever you're doing. Alright, Severing Wind, you're weak to air. Wind, whatever you want to call it. Okay, Kisara, go ahead and do your thing. Okay, do I still have... Yeah, I still have Megasonic Thrust. We have that, which it resists.
I'll take you all on.
Alright. I'm kinda remembering what I'm doing. The muscle memory is there, it's just very, very faded at this point. Boom. I thought I charged that up a little bit more, but apparently I did not. Renwell is definitely the best one for this because I can just spam wind attacks at you. Oh, Hurricane Thrust. That would probably have been very good if I hadn't gotten hit. Luna Rondo. Oh no. Okay, well that was a good dodge. I tried to get that steal off faster, but I did not. Oh god. I just dodged poison. I'm kind of a sick badass. There we go. We got 3 Mystic Arts. Oh, I don't think Shion used hers, but we got 3 over limits. Oh my god, with your stupid backing up. How dare you just back up?
A charge like that could easily be
Oh,
fatal.
sorry. There we go. There we go. And... Kablooey. Dead. Okay. I kind of understand what I'm doing again
Better, that's for sure.
with Alphen. And
We should be able
that's
to
mostly
cook
what I need. So let's go ahead and... We already have some food cooking, but let's cook something else. Specifically the ice cream, because that would unlock something for Renwell.
Maybe I'll get some training in before we eat.
I don't know. Law, I think we need to go ahead and buy the Sword Art Online Collaboration Pack. No, I'm not doing that. I wish it told me if I had cooked something before. Like it had a little check mark beside it or something. So do we have ice cream? Or it'd probably be here, right? We do. A sweet made by freezing milk and eggs. Though perfect in hot weather, there's something to be said for having it on cold days too. Elemental attack up S. Reduces effect by 20%, but boosted duration. Alright.
Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it.
There you go.
This ice cream tastes so good.
I swear, you're always having ice cream, even when it's freezing cold out.
And who made you the food police?
No one. I'm just saying that's a lot of ice cream. Don't you ever, you know, throw up or anything?
Did you really just say that? Try thinking before you talk.
Huh? What do you mean? All I'm saying is I'm just a little worried about you, okay?
Well, don't be. I can have ice cream whenever I want.
You say that, but you know what's gonna happen if you keep eating ice cream all the time.
It's none of your business what I eat or how often.
Arguing over the consumption of a frozen dairy product. Ah, to be young.
Naive might be more accurate.
Yeah, I know exactly what'll happen if she eats too much ice cream. It'll go all to her thighs. And then she'll blow up. God, I miss SpongeBob. I actually watched some SpongeBob recently, on the honeymoon, actually. Because there was nothing else on TV and we were kind of just chilling. Let's see what Kisara's is like.
Let's talk for a bit.
We have the little animation with them, even though it's not an actual conversation. Yeah, I caught a little bit of SpongeBob. There's like a whole new one now, which is weird. Ah, you two just sit at the fire and kind of talk.
I'll
And
take
that's
watch
all.
tonight. It's okay.
Alright, and now, without further ado, we can go ahead and, end this cliffhanger. I just had to refresh myself. Sugar Connoisseur. You remind me of that thief from Fire Emblem Awakening. I love that guy. You get him and somebody says sugar and he's just like, sugar. Aqueous Surge generates 3 water orbs around Rinwell that explode on contact. Cool, so it's another one of those ones that those one enemies use, the like lightning orbs that orbit you. They're just some orbitals. AG restored, KO prevention, there's that for you. Increased down damage, and AG restored from crits. Yeah, I mean, not the most important tree to unlock, but it's something. And nobody else really has enough of anything to do anything.
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I was asking myself when I was leaving the hotel about 1 billion times. Do I have everything? I'm not leaving something, am I? Alright. It's been a long time. Also, I should point out that now that I'm back from the honeymoon and I'm not trying to mass record for that, we will probably be able to start getting back to hour-long episodes for this in particular, since it is a long RPG. I'm gonna try my best to do that, but I will have to catch up for a few days, but then we should be good. Ready to go? Sure, Mahavar. Alright, just hold on tight, because it's gonna get bumpy. Thank you. You're the sailor that's just like, yeah, you can use my ship. That's a big boy. Alright, so I imagine we're just gonna have a boat battle, right?
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
If this was a different JRPG, honestly, no. Honestly, not even if it's a different JRPG. If it was a JRPG period, but specifically what I'm thinking about is Dragon Quest, we would be fighting a giant kraken that attacks our ship right about now.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
Well, we can talk to our friends.
See how they're holding up.
It'll take some time before we catch up to her, so feel free to go out and stretch your legs and check out the rest of the crew's doing. Alright, what's up, Law? You're the first one. You're kind of posing. Are you a JoJo character? Look at you.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
No, good big brother Alphen. Ow. Also, some of the more serious parts I had trouble taking seriously with this dopey ass music playing in the background. It's also a good thing we don't have rain on this ship, because she would be vomiting over the side right now.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Super serious conversation between those two, jeez. That was also a really, really long one. Are you okay, Kisara? Oh, are you gonna be the seasick Rain? You're the seasick Rain. I knew there was gonna be somebody, and it's you. I guess I should have expected this.
You don't look so good. Are you alright?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, And things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadeye.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. We'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadeye for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almadria did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadeye's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfont tell it, Deadeye wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Xion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Poor Kisara. It is interesting that the game specifically chose to give us Dohalim, a quote-unquote good Renan lord, followed by Deadeye, a not quote-unquote, a very shit-awful person of a resistance leader. So, yeah, that's a good, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't think of the word right now because I'm dumb, but it's just good to see those two kind of paired together like that, in such a way. You good, Rinwell?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Back to the dopey music. That's a very, very good point, actually, and kind of resolves my whole thing about feeling like Law's, defense of Almeidrea kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah, Law's been through this whole thing before. He did kill the Lord that he wanted to kill for revenge solely, and he realized at the end of it, he's like, wow, I didn't really get shit out of this. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't really have a purpose after I did it, and that's why he joined up with us. So it is interesting that he's basically coming in and being like, I want to protect Rinwell from that. As like a big brother kind of thing, it seems. But yeah, I suppose that makes sense now that I've heard it explained that way. Alright, we should probably... Oh, I was gonna say we should probably leave Shion for last, but no, Shion is the last. Hello, Shion. What did you mean by hate is a source of power?
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
No. A cute little
I wonder how
cutscene.
much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Alright, should I ask Mahavar? You know, I have time to record today, and people have been waiting on this for a very, very long time. So I'm not going to be a jerk and end it off here, even though the video is at like 36 minutes. Ship had a better head start than I first thought. If you want to take a nap before things pop off, now's the time. Rest. Let's go. Alright, Almadria, I've been waiting 2 weeks to kick your ass, so let's go. Let's see what you got.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
No, sadly this isn't Skies of Arcadia. We can't have a ship battle. Man, I love that game. This is a massive ship. I was like, how are we actually going to sneak up on this thing? But it's very large.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Alright, how many of your dumb pets are you gonna send after us? I want to kick your ass, not your pets.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
We got asses to kick. Let's go. Okay, maybe we're not actually having the boss fight today. Yeah, this is a whole ass dungeon. Okay. Okay. This is a whole ass dungeon. Gotcha. Mobile Fortress Gradia. I wasn't sure or not, but once I saw how big the ship was, I'm like, this is probably a dungeon, isn't it? We'll still go for a little bit longer, though. As a treat. Members who have left, return to your party.
Xian, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Alright.
Now that's what I call a ship.
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'd say he is. Also, she's gonna sit back and watch the other lords duke it out? Lords? Plural? Once we, like, if she just kind of goes into the ocean and chills, there's only one other lord left competing in the crown contest, right? I mean, we killed Ganabelt. Alphen said that earlier. I don't remember if we killed the first guy, Balsef. Dolim is effectively out of the contest. So it's like there's not much for her to watch if she decides, I'm just gonna back out of the contest and just let them fight it out. 3 life bottles. That's useful.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Xian said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. My cat, he's like, Dad, can I sit with you? And unfortunately, I'm sorry you can't right now, buddy. Alright, so I got that treasure chest that had 3 life bottles in it. And watch that. Alright. So what's going on in here? There's some stuff in there, but I think I want to go check this path first, right? because... Yes. 3 lettuce. Wow, what a fantastic use of my time. And no, it's a food ingredient, so it is useful, but ew, lettuce. That wasn't worth the walk down there. Hello, doggos. Evil doggos. Murder puppies. Okay, that's fire. We probably don't want to get hit by that. You're gonna get Luna Rondo, friend. There we go.
Look sharp!
And you're dead. Let's go ahead and take you into the air as well. Never mind. Ha ha ha! Oh, you're all the way over there. Okay, well now you're dead. So later.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Windswept Maine. We'll keep our eyes on the prize, I promise, Kisara. Don't worry. Hello. Kinda surprised there's not back attacks in this game.
Where are you going?
I didn't even mean to do that, Whoopsie. You're not falling back anywhere. You're gonna die, in fact. No you don't. Oh, I broke it, so it didn't work. Kablushi. Alright. You. Boom, 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 boom.
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Boom. There we go. Okay, I'm back into the groove, I think.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Alright, what was down here? Anything? There is a treasure. Is it gonna be more lettuce? Okay, tomatoes. See, that's better. I'm okay with tomato. I'm fine with tomato. Huh? What's this thing? Is it just me, or does it look like the one we ran into back in Reveille? Hold on, this one's actually made of astral energy. It might be one of Almeidria's traps. Perhaps. So what do we do?
Got it.
If I manipulate the astral energy, I could get rid of it maybe. I'll just have to give it a shot. Is this gonna be your map action, finally? Wow. Rindel's astral arts can be used to absorb walls of astral energy that block your path. To do so, yeah. Wow, okay, hers came really late.
That went well.
And she stored it in her book.
You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Man, Law's really becoming a big brother, huh? He's like constantly worried about Rinwell and stuff. I don't think they're trying to set up Rinwell and Law as a couple, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's a big brother thing. Where did you go? There you are. Bluey? There you go. And goodbye. Love the idea of just shooting through water. I don't even know how that increases the damage, but you think it'd just slow the bullet and make it do less damage, but it's still cool. Alright, let's start running. Yes, I remembered that I can run. Alright, so there's the elevator. I don't really know if we can even. Yeah, there's bars blocking it, so we can't even take that yet. Okay, so there's like 3 floors, it looks like. Hello, there's a bag over there. I want that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Peach shell. I will take that. And hello. I wish back attacks were in this game. No you don't. Okay, well, you're gonna have to get rid of that armor for me, friend. There we go. I like that Raging Storm ability that Rinwell uses. It's pretty neat. And you're dead as well? Okay, now we just got this idiot. And you're dead. Cool.
I can feel my power growing.
And Alphen got a level up. And a bunch of Gald. I'm down with that. I can jive with getting a bunch of gold. Anything in here? Probably some food. Milk. Hello. Okay, 2 shield boys. Kind of annoying, but shouldn't be the absolute worst. Okay, well. Come on. Kablooey. There we go. And no, you don't. There we go. We messed both of you up. Ow. No one was there to help me get that last little bit. But oh well, we did it. All's well that ends well.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
All's well that ends well. Hello.
Out of our way.
Probably want to take out Big Puppy first. I didn't have anything to hit you with, unfortunately. Renan did not have her boost attack. I could have hit you with Alpha, actually.
Commander of Heaven!
That Hurricane Thrust feels weird. It feels like it'd be so easy to drop the combo while doing it. But maybe I'm just bad. And dead, so.
Say no more!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Alright, so we have done that. What are you? Orange gel. Okay, so... Oh, hey, it's a red boy. I remember you guys being very tanky, and I basically had to kill you with a boost attack. 3 things of beef. That was a very ornate chest for some beef. Weird.
Get lost.
Goodbye. I should have just used, Renwell there, but, whatever, it's fine. Oh, I got the counterattack there, but I screwed it up. The counter edge, I should say. Boom, boom. And you're dead. Yeah, we're probably going to end up ending this episode off, like, right in front of the boss. I'm just going ahead and going for an hour.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
People deserve it for staying with me this long. Oh god, this way. This way. This guy will probably give a lot of XP when I kill him. Hi, die. Okay, let's take you out first. I have to ask you to die, friend. Okay, well that was very, very sloppy. Oh, I didn't even see him casting an art. Ow. There we go.
Going in.
Alright, no. You're not gonna do that. Ow. That's what I get for going in the air. Let's look at your arts, actually, Alphen. We've used Severing Wind enough. We've used Eternal Devastation enough, so we can take that off. I kinda hate Megasonic Thrust. It's too slow. Flurry of Slashes while charging forward. That sounds nice. Eternal Devastation, what can you replace you with? Yeah, I don't really know, honestly. We don't have many more arts to choose from. Severing Wind is fine. Yeah, I'm just not crazy about Megasonic Thrust or Eternal Devastation. Let's do, Double Demon Fang. You're in the air, aren't you? Oh my god, you were way over there. Okay. Ow. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, I like that attack. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. Whew. I had my Mystic, but it seemed better just to go ahead and do the strike.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, we were
all right,
fine.
Alphen.
Access key A. There we go.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Yeah, it probably goes into this elevator right over here. We got a key card. It's just like I'm playing Resident Evil. Alright, so I think we're probably going to go ahead and end this return episode of Tales of Arise off here. Hopefully I didn't do too horrible, so I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.